Welcome to T2 Asia Pacific Table Tennis League 2017, the inaugural season grand finale. My name is Junyoung, your MC, and we're bringing to you live here from Pinewood Iskandar Studios in Johor Bahru. And this is where 24 of the world's brightest table tennis stars have battled it out in 3 concurrent championships over the course of 6 months of regular season. And now we have finally reached the climax of this competition. So we now know that who are the front runners to take back the prize money home. T2 APAC boasts a total prize purse of over $2 million US. Only the top 4 men and women's players will be featured here in the championship playoffs. First, let's take a look at the women's championship. Only the top 4 female players will be featured here. Liu Fei has been on top since round 4, so the top fight was really between Feng Tianwei and Bernadette Szocs. Tianwei defeated Liu Fei in round 6 to book her spot and knock off Cheng Yi-Ching from the playoffs by only 1 point. Now same goes for the men's championship. Dimitrij Ovtcharov's championship slot was always secured. However, 2nd to 5th position all share 48 points, and due to unforeseen circumstances, Mizutani will be taking over Vladimir Samsonov in this championship playoff. So ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting the T2 APAC Grand Finals with the women's and men's championship playoffs. Opening the semifinals is 2nd seed of the league, Chih-Yuan up against Singapore's Olympic medalist Feng Tianwei. Chih-Yuan and Timo Boll then comes next, followed by Liu Fei and Bernadette Szocs to take the stage. And we end the playoff with what promises to be a cracker of the match. It is none other than Dimitrij Ovtcharov versus Mizutani. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the men's and women's championship playoff. It is the semifinals, and the winner of this playoff will book their spot in the final. We will start with none other than Chih-Yuan versus Feng Tianwei. Please give a big round of applause to Chih-Yuan. This is our 2nd seed, Chih-Yuan. She's going up against Singapore's Olympic medalist, Feng Tianwei. So we start this semi-final with Chih-Yuan versus Feng Tianwei. Ahead of this cracker of a semi-final, we need to get a little expert opinion on their respective styles, how we have, ended round 6, which is the last round of the regular season, and how we're going to start with this grand finals. And of course, it is none other than joined by me as both team captains of the respective women's players. So let's start with Mr. Jorgen Persson first. Let's get your input. Making it to the finals, that's what we want to talk about, the team championship. It is, of course, team Persson versus teammates. From your perspective, what are your expectations in the team championships as well as your players that are going up against each other today?
No, first with the team, of course, I think it's the best two best teams who is playing the final. We were 1-2 from the beginning to the 6 rounds. So we are feeling just comfortable to be there. But of course, we are not happy with that. We want to take that #1 spot. So that's the big goal.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. Team championship, that's what's going on. But right now, though, we want to talk about the women's championship. Your women player, Chih-Yuan, her style is very different from Feng Tianwei. So how is it going to pan out today, you think, in your opinion?
No, I hope, of course, Feng Tianwei is the big favorite, but she has been coming from World Junior Championships. She did good there, was in semi-final. So I think she's feeling good, and I spoke to her a little before. She's feeling great and looking forward to this game, yeah. And of course, it's quite open game. They both like to play contra, not so much spin, but a lot of speed, yeah. So I think it will be an enjoyable game.
Okay, so that was Jorgen Persson's side of things. Let's now get Michael Mays' side of things now. Feng Tianwei, she has always been your perhaps strongest female player in your team, but you do have a strong team as well. Let's talk about the team championship first. Expectations from you?
It's pretty simple. My expectation is that we win. I think, like Jorgen, that we are the 2 best teams here, and we deserve to be in the final, but I think we have a little bit better team than Jorgen, so my goal is, of course, that my team will win on Sunday.
Feng Tianwei, her style is very different from Shi Xunyao. So pros and cons and perhaps expectations on how this championship playoff will turn out.
No, I think if you see from the beginning of T2, I think Feng Tianwei was struggling a little bit. She was not playing that well, but then she played amazing in the last 3 or 4 rounds. So I have confidence that she will go out and get the job done and take a place to the final.
Thank you very much, Michael Mays. Well, of course, Feng Tianwei's journey to this championship playoff has been one of the most dramatic one from the women's players we have here in T2 APAC. Of course, what makes T2 APAC so special, perhaps, is that we have something called a kill zone game, where the first player to reach 5 points win that particular game. So instead of a warm-up round, let's just start this Grand Finals Women's Championship playoff with a kill zone game between Shi Xunyao and Feng Tianwei. Let's get started.
Thanks a lot, Jun, and we welcome you all from the world here to the Iskander Pinewood Studios. It is the championship final round coming up, and we've got the individual competition, of course, with Feng Tianwei on the left and Shi Xunyao. They're just tossing the coin, and I have to say it is an enormous atmosphere here. You can see the trophies in the back. We've got a lot of well-invited guests here, VIPs, who are looking forward to this whole round. It's going to be fantastic. We've got, as Jun said, before obviously that, we're just going to have a few knock-up moments, and then we'll have that killer zone just to show you what it's all about. And of course, we've got with me, as usual, I am delighted to say, we've got Jill Parker, the former European champion. At one stage, she was number 6 in the world rankings, and is still the president of the English Table Tennis Federation. So I have to say, it's a wonderful pleasure having you here, Jill. How do you see this one panning out?
Well, great to be here at the finals. These two players have actually played each other before in round 4, and Feng won 3-1. So I think it'll be an excellent game with these two, but great to start off with the kill zone.
It certainly is, and of course with there's our umpire for this one. It's good to see Winnie. Winnie normally gives us a little wave. She does. Well done, Winnie. Thank you for that. It's a fabulous atmosphere, as I said before, but Feng Tianwei, well, she has been fantastic throughout her whole career. When she first came down to Singapore as one of the foreign talents from Harbin originally, up in the north of China, and she's against another Chinese player nearer Shanghai and Zhuzhou in Wuxi province. This is Shi Xunyao. It is definitely for this killer zone game, nothing to do with the actual scores. Only to 5 is the target. And of course, it will get some nerves out of it. This little kill zone, it could happen again in the main match, which will happen in a while as well. Ooh, what a touch there, the backhand flashing down that side.
Yeah, certainly did. I think it just clipped the edge of her bat, and I think it went down the line instead of across.
It's all going to happen very quickly. That's the idea of the kill zone, but we've just got a little taster with this warm-up of exactly what we're going to see. So different from anything else you've seen in table tennis around the world. The T2 is definitely something special. Feng Tianwei has won 3 at the moment, just 2 more points required. And that one's gone, 2-3. Well, they're certainly giving us a value for money in this kill zone, Jill.
Yes, they are. They both got into the game straight away, playing very fast table tennis.
And now that's 4-4-2, and this is kill zone point. Only to 5. This is by way of a warm-up. It's got the crowd warmed up as well, I can tell you. They really are enjoying this one. And that's it. It's 5-2. That is the kill zone game. And although it doesn't count towards this semi-final result, I tell you, we've got a really, really impressive performance. Now, Shi Xunyao and Feng Tianwei. We have seen some cracking matches with in the T2 tournament. This one was very, very special. The girl from Shanghai and Zhuzhou, and Wu Shi has really at 16 years old taken on a big player in Feng Tianwei. She's 30 years old now, but she has won it on several stages, including the silver at the team event in the Beijing Olympics. She won a bronze medal in London in 2012, World Championships gold medal in Moscow in 2010 with the team. And I have to say, Xunhao will definitely be up against it, because there is a very, very big focus in the eyes of Feng Tianwei. She will be favourite for this, having won already. Let's see how we go in the semi-final. That was the result then. Feng Tianwei 11-8, 11-9, 8-11, 8-4. That was in round 4. That was the 4th month of this competition. We are now in the 7th month of the competition and the finals. Here we go. This is for real. This is for money. She's missed that first attempt. There must be some nerves for the 16-year-old, surely.
Yes, I think so. You know, first semi-final, first game on. She isn't a youngster, but she's got... she plays excellent table tennis, takes the ball really early.
Feng Tianwei will certainly be pretty confident here. You can see the clock down below the graphic of the score. That is 24 minutes that we'll be using up here. If they play as many games as they can in that period of time, if it gets down below 2 minutes to go, they'll play that kill zone game that we've already seen. And there, Jorgen, well, we know that he is in support of Xunhao, but we will see in a while. Xunhao is up against it at 2-1 at the moment. Now leveled at 2-all. Strategy-wise, what do you see as the difference?
Well, both players play the ball very fast, take it very early. They'll be moving the ball around the table, down the line, into the middle. So whoever gets in first can dominate.
Okay, well, that's a good fight back, isn't it? From 2-love down to 3-2 ahead. Okay, and again, punishing forehand there, and she is attacking the body. That's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the most difficult point for a player to play. They've then got to decide whether to play a backhand or a forehand, but that was a good one there from Xi.
Fabulous work. Oh my goodness me, that was excellent backhand again. 5 points in a row. 22 minutes left in this, and I have to say Feng Tianwei is already up against it. 2-5. A much longer service, but again, the youngster Xunhao was absolutely ready for that.
And you think this is 16 years old, but she's not showing any nerves at all. Playing positive table tennis.
And of course, with that confidence now oozing through from Xunhao, the opposite will happen for Tianwei. She's had a mixed season, really. She's had some absolutely brilliant achievements. That one just drifts across, and her first point since she lost 7 of them. 3-7. Every point really does count. Okay, good service that one.
Yeah, good service, a lot of backspin on there. She just making that error, not quite getting underneath the ball.
Both these girls don't really show much emotion. They're so concentrated. 4-7. That's a really good shot. Dummy to play it down the middle, played it out a little bit, a lean out on the backhand side. Very good.
Yeah, good placement there down the line by Feng. Got to keep her opponent guessing, both players playing different parts of the table. That's important.
Okay, back now to 7-6. Feng Tianwei has fought that beautifully. 4 points in a row for her. It really is a match of momentum at the moment, Jill.
Yes, it is. Both players are trying to get in whenever possible off service. But they both play very similar. Taking the ball early.
Good stuff. Again, from the service, opened up after the third shot. And that makes a big, big difference. 6-8 from Tianwei. back in service. What can she do here? Oh, and that was a real important point. Had she made it, she was in great shape for the game.
Yes, I mean, she stepped round with a backhand from a forehand side to play that backhand banana shot, but didn't quite get her feet there in position.
Oh, great work. We love that. Power, pace. And as Jorgen said at the beginning, it is very much a power and pace game that they play. Not so much spin, but certainly placement. And just look at where it landed up on that racket there. Great work. Fabulous coverage as well by our crew. Well done, 9-7, getting close, and with the service. That is unbelievable backhand. Absolutely out of the top drawer, that one, in the most extraordinary way possible. Just watch his corner. What a shot there for game point, 10-7. Gosh, we'll play that again a few times, I bet. That was fantastic. She's missed it, it's 11-7. And Xunhao, the girl from Wuxi province, who has very much to thank Hui Jun for spotting her early talent and bringing her through to fruition. The world junior champion, and has come really to make lots of money here at the T2. I have to say, she was very impressive. After losing the first 2 points, I tell you, Persson will be very happy with her performance.
Yes, he will. I mean, great play there, placement, speed, and that backhand she played down the line just before the last point was superb.
That was amazing. The penultimate point was right into the corner. Here's second game, Feng Tianwei. And just a few minutes left. This is the excitement of the T2 competition. It's all on limited time, so you cannot afford to sit around and watch any kind of point played. Got to get into it immediately. This is how it started in the first game. A lot of spin on that one. Ooh. Love to. Oh, missed it. Shaped it up, really good setting, wasn't it? Developing the point and then missed the opportunity.
Yeah, she played it right. She played two into the middle, and then she was trying to play one out to the forehand, but just made that mistake.
It could prove costly because this is a repeat story. Love 2 to 2 all, and then she went on to take 7 in a row. Tianwei will be keen to pick this one up and not relive what happened last game. Great setting, isn't it? Just look at that. The cavern. Oh! From Tianwei. Again, they're not afraid to play the ball, are they? They really are aggressive.
No, they're both playing taking the ball very early and very hard.
That's another good point. And you can hear there's a lot of Singapore fans in this cavern as well. She has been a heroine for Singapore for so many years, and of course that unbelievable achievement 2010 in Moscow when they beat China for the gold medal in the World Championships. I was there, I had the privilege to watch it, and Feng Tianwei was right in the middle of the action, I tell you. She's been a huge favourite of mine ever since, but she's up against the wall here. 16 plays 30 in terms of their ages. And the 16-year-old is showing not one iota of nerve, even going for the big hit there. But Feng Tianwei, with that support, riding on the wave of support, has come back to 5-3. That was a real miss, wasn't it?
Yeah, right tactics. She served and she tried to get in that third ball down the middle, but didn't quite connect correctly.
You can see that less than 15 minutes left, and that is now 4-6. Less than 15 minutes left, and we need to get this game really going. I don't think they're going to be playing many more than 3 to 4 games, are they? There's not that. The competition is too tight.
Well, they're having quite long rallies as well, so I don't think they're going to get that many games in.
Maybe 2 in real time and a killer zone. Oh, there's another edge. Beautiful shot. She really is so fast to see the opportunity.
Yeah, any opportunity, she steps in and she plays that ball so hard. Right, Feng's got to make sure she keeps the ball tight, as both of them will be using that tactic. But if ever there's an opportunity, they'll be in.
Halfway table, and it was too high from Tianwei. A really simple kind of backhand there for Xunhao to win the point and level up at 6-all. This is now big sweat time for Feng Tianwei. She needs to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Oh, and off the net and away. 6-7. Nervy moments. More so for, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But more so for the experienced player who's expected to win. There's a lot of pressure on her.
Yes, definitely, because she's ranked a lot higher as well, so she is expected to win.
Oh, that's a really good recovery shot too, the backhand from Tianwei. Yes, good to see. We've got Chinese commentators here as well. It's going all around China, so there's going to be a huge interest watching this matchup. Former Chinese player, present Chinese player. There's the unforced errors. More for Feng Tianwei. That was a great shot under pressure.
That was fantastic. I think she thought that was going to be a winner, but Feng Tianwei was ready, and she played a superb backhand into the middle.
That was the result of it. And Xunhao in service at 7-8. Keep an eye on that clock. That's going to come in to mean a huge amount in this semi-final. There's an enormous amount of money at stake here, so lots of pressure all round. That is unbelievable reach on the forehand side, and Feng Tianwei, well, she may well be thanking her lucky stars here, because that was a powerful forehand from Xunhao.
Yes, Feng Tianwei, she lunged over wide to the forehand and played that beautiful winner down the line.
Big point. Big point. 10-7. Feng Tianwei, and of course Michael Mays will be delighted to see his I'd almost call her a protege, but she's not really that, is she? But certainly his team member. Let's leave it at that. That is a lovely backhand too. It's still 8-10. In this in T2 format, we're only playing to 11. We're not playing to 2 points difference. So whoever gets first to 11 is going to win it. And now it's pressure here on the server. Xunhao. 8-10, 2 game points, and ooh, she went for broke and missed it. 9-10, but there's still, in effect, 2 game points to come, because one on this one, on the serve, and a timeout is called, and it looks like it's Michael Mays who's called it. He wants to secure this game.
He does, because otherwise Feng Tianwei will be 2-0 down. So the ideal opportunity to speak to his player and give us some tactics. And I think what he just said there was to play into Xi's middle, into the body.
She is difficult to follow. Come on. Ale, come on.
Oh, this is absolutely vital. We've had a timeout, so and that 1 minute is it could prove vital. We shall see. This point is still going to be started by Xunhao. 9-10, game point, Feng Tianwei. That's it, it's 11-9, and you have to say, Jill, that was a brilliant timeout.
That certainly was. Mays called it well there. He got his player. And there she's won that second game.
And now it's given her time to bring her experience to bear. That's really, really impressive. Let's hear what he's got to say this time.
Then step around. If she service this one, and then this one from forehand, when you can play straight, she's a little bit, not only here. This is the only thing. But most important, you're aggressive. Fast leg, and she's not there. Good.
Well, we've seen lots of Feng Tianwei in this part of the world, down in Southeast Asia and Singapore obviously in particular. She has been at the highest level in terms of the hero worshipping, you have to say, by the Singapore fans and public in general. Having reached the heights, she's also had the disappointments as well. Chih-Yuan has probably never had too many disappointments in her life, but let's see how she copes with this 1-1 now. Very little time left in this semi-final. That's the first one, and already you see Feng Tianwei pumping the air. She's really excited about this.
Yeah, she knows she's got to get off to a good start.
Let's love one.
Oh, off the tape again, so a little bit unlucky that for Feng Tianwei. 1-1, but of course they all count. 10 minutes and 21 seconds left. This game could be absolutely vital to the outcome. A little stamp of frustration there for Xunhao.
That's the first time we've seen any emotion.
Indeed. Oh, and another one there, getting too anxious to kill. There is a little bit of anxiety there. She was annoyed to lose the second game, of course. Won the World Junior Championship in November 2016. So last year, she was the junior winner of the world. Let's see whether or not, oh, okay, it's 2-3. See whether or not she's got the mettle and the determination and the quality, the talent to overcome this very special player, Tianwei. 2-3. Oh, there. He said that they don't spin the ball, huh? Wow. Unbelievable. Look at that from below the height of the table. Excellent.
Yeah, there's a lot of spin on that. She took it a bit later, and a lot of spin on that forehand topspin.
Great shot from under the height of the table. 2-4-2. And that is now really, really impressive. And experience, perhaps, can tell. 8 minutes 45. Keep your eye on that, ladies and gentlemen, because that is so crucial. 5-2. That is another big, big forehand. She's not scared of running around that backhand a little bit to come in with the power play.
Yeah, I think May's told her to try and get in with a forehand whenever possible, and she did there, run around the backhand and good placement into the middle.
Good service though. Nice serve, just that little push. She knows that receiving the serve really vital here. 3-6. Just a little bit of breathing space. Fantastic rally. Wow, it was a long serve as well. She thought that she was going to be successful with that. But this is the best of Feng Tianwei. She can really, really match it with the fantastic exchanges.
Yeah, it's a great rally there. Fast and furious, that's what we like to see.
Backhand not quite as successful, but she's still got a handy lead here and the service, and that's important. 7-4. Yeah, that was set up beautifully, wasn't it?
Now, great service there, and she ran round with a forehand from the backhand side, executed that winner. Got a power there from Feng Tianwei.
There's a huge amount on it as well, the movement, not just the speed, but it was wobbling off the table big time. Yep, nice work. Tianwei is not as successful on the backhand side. That's why she's having to use that dynamic forehand, but that's great work from the youngster. And another one for 9-5. 6 minutes and 36 seconds. We said about 3, perhaps 4 games before we enter possibly the kill zone. 9-5.
9-6. I'm not sure what happened there. She tried to play that forehand from Tianwei, but it just slipped off.
Third shot always the most important, but she didn't get there. Oh, what a great shot that was for 7-9, my goodness. If you think you've got this one in the bag, wait until you get hit by that kind of speed from the receiving. Wonderful shot. Great eye. 7-9. Nobody wants to play except at the table. The first time they come away from the net, it's Feng Tianwei with that extra little bit of experience.
Yeah, then tried to do a little bit of short play there, push.
7-10.
But Feng Tianwei held on.
It's a big one here for game points, 3 of them. Feng Tianwei, and has got it there now, 11-7. That really could be the most crucial one. There's time for another 1, perhaps 2 games here, but Feng Tianwei from 1 game down has come back to take the next 2 and has done it with a lot of effective forehand play in particular.
Yeah, both players are trying to be aggressive, trying to get in whenever possible.
Then she cannot, don't know,
but
then
Feng
she has long way.
Tianwei 2-1.
Only if you lose concentration, then you make high service, and then she can flip. So concentration and focus on change the serve. And then after play.
Some lovely ultra cam work here. Fabulous production, I have to say. I'm really, really impressed by the pictures. The atmosphere is fabulous. And I tell you, the intensity of this T2 inaugural program is brilliant. Feng Tianwei with the service. 2-1 up in games. And now 1-love in the first of the 4th game. We've got snowflakes in the background, we've got Christmas trees, you've got Christmas lights. It really is a festive atmosphere. Interestingly, they wouldn't have played that much because of the age difference between them. They're just, I think Feng Tianwei is just beginning to get the measure of her opponent, just a little bit.
Yes, I don't think these two have played each other on the ITTF circuit at all. I think it's just on T2.
Yep. That's super. Again, the backhand does work this time. Right on the money, into the line on the forehand side of Xunhao. Great work. 1-2. Well, that was a bit risky putting it there because she's shown she's got good reach. She can get there in the split second and put pressure on.
Yeah, she's very fast round the table. She's got very quick footwork, takes the ball early.
Well, this is interesting. Again, eye on the clock. If it's 2 all in games, we could be getting a tiebreaker. We'll explain that in a while if it comes. That is brilliant! What a change of direction on the backhand side, and suddenly, in a split second, she's onto the forehand and powers it into the corner. That was great to see. 3 all, 2-19. That long serve didn't work again. That's the second time.
No, that's right. I think she was trying to break the game up by changing the service, but it didn't work.
A lot of side spin on it, but ultimately comes back with interest. And another great shot. From Tianwei has gone from 3-2 down to 5-3 in the lead. 3 in a row, and of course Jorgen Persson calls the timeout here because Chih-Yuan is just struggling to keep consistency.
Yes, I think Feng Tianwei is attacking the ball quite hard now and playing a lot into the middle, but we'll be interested to see what Jorgen has to say.
The interesting thing here then, Jill, is that you want to listen to him, okay, his Mandarin is not great.
Come on.
No, but the interesting thing here is that if Feng Tianwei wins this one, makes it 3-1, there'll be no way to come back. Even if we have the kill zone game, it would be game over in another 6 points if she wins them. I'm sure she's absolutely aware of the situation, the scenario here. It's a must-win. Beautiful work. Well played, Chih-Yuan. And you have to say again, well done for the timeout call. If you win the next point, you've done your job. Yeah, not much emotion, just a little squeeze of the fist. Oh! Yeah, no wonder she's annoyed with that. Michael May celebrates. It comes back to Xunhao. What can she do to upset Feng Tianwei?
Well, she's got to use her serves now and try and get in with a strong third ball, if possible.
Okay. Well, it's staying tight. 56 seconds left. That's going to prove very, very important. Because if she's in the lead when we go down to 24, there you go. Every point, unbelievably important. Uh-oh, 6-all. Oh, watch out. We could be in for a first match tiebreak. This is huge now. Every point. Winnie there looking on, watching the clock. It's been stopped. Now it'll go again. 34 and counting down. Well played, Chih-Yuan. 30-29 and she's in the lead. Picked up 3 hugely important points.
So this service now is important for Feng Tianwei.
17 seconds. She's made it. It's 7-all. Watch out again. Count down with us, all of you at home. You know the importance. 7-all. The service is absolutely vital. Chih-Yuan must win, must win. And it's gone. It's 7-all, and that means that Feng Tianwei.
Sudden death point.
Sudden death point.
7-all.
1 point.
1 point.
1 point is the sudden death for this game. If Chih-Yuan wins it, we'll then go to a tie-breaking first to 11. So really, really important here. That is it. Feng Tianwei has won the first semi-final in spectacular style. And again, the T2 format has come to present with us absolutely brilliant entertainment, absolutely stunning work. The youngster Chih-Yuan from Wuxi has not managed to overcome the old campaigner. And I have to say, a brilliant matchup. Jill, that was super fun.
Oh, that was a great match. Both players playing great forehand, backhand combinations. But the experienced player came through, Feng Tianwei. 3-1.
There you go, 3-1. Michael Mays is full of smiles. I tell you what, again, it is the format that's providing this. They're only playing table tennis, but the times, the timeouts, the pressure of the time, and I tell you, she will be delighted with that performance. Let's have a look now at some of the match highlights here. Take nothing away from Chih-Yuan. She was superb. She had a few unfortunate errors, but I tell you, she is definitely a big competitor for the future and has got world grades coming her way, there's no question.
No, definitely, she's a player for the future. Chinese have got so many great players, but hopefully we will be seeing her in future tournaments.
Indeed, well, Feng Tianwei again, she had such a hard start in life.
1 point.
Her father died early in her career, and she didn't know about it, but then when she came to Singapore after her own illness, it was a fantastic achievement. There you go, there's the match stats. 37-34 altogether, so she won that little battle as well. Oh well, aces, were there really 6? Okay, well, and the percentages there. It's all gone down that right side, that Feng Tianwei column. Kill shots 9-7 in favor of Xunhao, but I tell you what, very, very impressive. And now Feng Tianwei with Xunhao.
What an exciting women's championship playoff that was. Unfortunately for Xunhao, that last point really cost her. Let's get her input on this women's championship semifinals. 今天呢，你的表现，你的挑战，为什么会胜不过天威呢？是发生了什么事？
自己在关键球的一些处理上面不够坚决吧，然后在发接发上面还是不够严密，然后有点可惜。
是不是有点紧张呢？
还好吧，自己都是以拼的心态去跟对手打，所以不是特别紧张。
But the journey is not over for Xunhao because she will be playing the team championships as well for Team Persson. So not all is lost yet. However, let's speak to Feng Tianwei, where history repeated itself. Only this time, victory was so much sweeter for her as she books her spot to the final. 你踏入这个4强呢，其实呢，这个不容易，真的。然后现在又再踏入了决赛，你觉得你可以再进一步，然后获取冠军吗？
我希望明天能够争取冠军吧，然后也是感谢大家到场地给我的支持，也是我觉得今天我比较幸运吧，最后一个球打到板边上，所以我也感谢对手呈现了一个比较精彩的比赛。
Feng Tianwei gives credit to her opponent, Xunhao. She said that luck had to play here in her women's championship, and this is the reason why she steps into the final. Remember, the women's championship champion will be walking away with $40,000, and Feng Tianwei is one step closer towards lifting the trophy. Who will join her in the finals? We'll find out next, but first, the men's championship playoff is next. Welcome back to T2 Asia Pacific Table Tennis League Grand Finals. We're moving into the Men's Championship playoff, and joined by me is both team captains of the respective players that will be featured in the semifinal. Let's first get Team JJ Jiang Jialang's input on this. I want to ask you, 我要问你，其实呢，你有3个球员踏入了决赛，可是你呢，总队的总决赛，为什么你会错过了呢？是发生了什么事？
其实我们这个选队员的时候呢，这个 T2 这个规则给我们安排了一个稍微晚了一点，就是韩国的球员，对吧？他要早来一轮的话，我们团队的话一定可以成绩越来越好，就是差那么一点点。
Yes, for Team JJ, their team have 3 players featured in the men and women's championship playoff. Of course, Vladimir Samsonov will not be featured, and Jun Mizutani will be taking over his place. So, do you have anything to say to Team Mays before we move into the men's championship?
他现在越来越嚣张了。你看他现在又这个女的冯天薇又刚赢了嘛，对吧？现在，但是对我来讲，那个庄智渊要打波尔的话，因为庄智渊 最后一次赢得很爽，我相信这个庄智渊还是会赢波尔的。首先我可以赢他了。
好了，那个是你的想法。Okay, so Team JJ is very confident for Chih-Yuan versus Timo Boll, but Timo Boll is one of the best players to ever come out of Germany, former world #1, but we cannot discount Chih-Yuan's challenge today. So, what gives Timo the edge, you think, Michael?
I mean, I think just Timo is a better player, actually. I mean, I have my deep respect for Chien. He's a fantastic player, but I mean, Timo had such an incredible season so far, and he's playing so well. I think he's probably the best player in the world, together with Ma Long at the moment. So I just think Timo's shape is so good, and I think he will win against Chien today.
So looking at the head-to-head, Chih-Yuan actually has a better record. What do you think the reason is?
I mean, now we played 6 rounds and played a lot of matches, but now it's the semi-finals today. And I mean, Timo, he was always good in the end games, and he stepped up this game when it's important, and he did that for our team as well. And I think he will do it again today.
All right, so we've got Michael Mays' input. We also got a Team JJ Jiang Jialiang's input.
你刚才没有把我中文的话告诉他。I said I beat him already, you know.
Why?
Yeah, when I was playing table tennis, he just boring. Yeah, so just like that. But you don't give him the translate to him, you know.
Okay, well, now that you've translated it, let's see how it will pan out. Let's see how their players respectively will pan out. Let's now bring out Chuang Chih-Yuan. This men's championship playoff, Chuang Chih-Yuan. Remember, the winner of this match will be booking a spot in the final. His opponent is Timo Boll. Chuang Chih-Yuan versus Timo Boll right here at T2 Asia Pacific Table Tennis League. The winner will make it to the final. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start now.
Well, this is a really fascinating battle. The legendary player from Germany, Timo Boll. We all heard and seen his wonderful, wonderful antics on the table tennis table. He is something very special. There's no doubt about that. But how about this for a fact? 24 days after Timo Boll was born, Chuang Chih-Yuan was born, and his parents were both table tennis players at the national level. So I tell you what, Chuang Chih-Yuan has got a pedigree that cannot be ignored either. He's already, Jill, has managed to beat Timo Boll on a previous round. I think that was round 6, if I'm not mistaken. And of course he also, was 4, was it? Okay, thank you for that. But he also drew 2-all in another of the previous rounds. That was in round 2. So, Jill Parker's with me, former champion in England and also European champion, and ranked 6th in the world at one stage. It's a delight to have you with me, Jill, and to bail me out of all the problems that I'm going to create for myself.
No, not at all. You're doing a grand job, John.
Right, what about Timo?
Well, fantastic player, and what a season he's had. He was runner-up in the China Open. He won the Korean Open 2017. He was runner-up in the German Open that was played in November. So playing really, really well.
Right, there's big money at stake here. This is the semi-final stage, and Chih-Yuan, he is so quick. He's had this ability since very young. Timo Boll can stretch that left hand so far away and counter. In terms of their strategies, I tell you what, he needs to stretch out there because Chih-Yuan is really determined. He's played him several times, but I tell you, this kill zone game is a warm-up. And at the moment, 2-all. There's nothing at stake with the kill zone, as we've said before. It only comes in a moment of time after this when the real intensity happens. But at 3-all, they're only playing to 5 in this warm-up kill zone, but I tell you, you'd think it was a match already, wouldn't you? Oh, you beauty! The left hand really comes into play there, beautifully down that line. 4-3, it's game point for the kill, and that is it. 5-3, now the real action begins. You can't read much into that little warm-up, can you? But hey, it's a great exhibition.
It is, and they're both getting their games going, so we're going to see the real McCoy now.
Indeed. Well, I have to say, Chih-Yuan was superb in round 2 and in round 4, and we can see the way in which he stands back from the table. It doesn't faze him. He comes on really strongly underneath and over the top. Timo Boll, unbelievable. He's got this left-hand shake-hand grip. And just look at the power that you see all the time from Chih-Yuan. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant stuff. And keep my voice down a little bit here as this just get ready to start the match proper. But, look at the drama, the intensity of the play into the body there works out for Chih-Yuan. Maybe we'll see that during the game as well. He is a very, very special player. The family heritage is at stake here because both his parents were absolutely from the top draw. Look at that. That's excitement. Timo. We're back to the live now. There was that first draw, 8-11, 10-11, and then it was a brilliant fight back and finished off with a kill zone 6-5. But here we go. This is the match. That's the first point. Timo Boll. Tactically, Jill, how are we going to see this?
Well, both these players will be looking to get in with aggressive strokes, both backhand and forehand, but not a bad start, is it?
Great start for Timo. And very exciting for the crowd here. They've watched the women's singles. They're now watching big, big power play from the boys. Oh, what a shot. Both ways, backhand. Absolutely dynamic reflexes, both sides. But look at them for a forehand into the corner. 1-2. Oh, he's done it again. Even more impressive because it was on the back of a really big rally.
Yeah, and they take the ball so early and they hit the ball so hard. It's sometimes difficult to see on television screen, but it is going very fast.
Great work. Chih-Yuan picks up 3 points in a row, and again I remind you, look at that clock down at the bottom of the screen. 24 minutes. It will have an impact, but that's lovely step forward. He doesn't need to be invited twice, does he? He really is such a good reader of the game.
Yeah, anything loose, you know, both players are going to try and step in and execute a strong ball.
Lovely, well played, Timo. That was it was so fast. I mean, in real time, we're no more than, what, 9-10 meters back. We can't even see it. that speed. I tell you, it's so difficult. So you imagine what it's like standing at the table.
Yes, it'll be coming fast and furious. As you said, John, we're not that far away, but we're still sometimes difficult to see the ball.
Let 4-all.
Oh, yes. Absolutely excellent.
A good service there and following. Good third ball by Chuan.
JJ looking on again with real interest. He's got a big star, of course, not just for his table tennis play, but of course he's married into one of the great actress of China as well, so enormous enthusiasm here. Oh, unlucky, just below the height of the table, and he just was deceived a little bit. Timo normally participates in that kind of rally, he loves them. 5-6. And again, leaning on the backhand side.
Yeah, I mean, Timo served then, but Chien-An came in there with that good flick.
He is quite experienced, of course, in terms of the German style of play. He plays for SV Werder Bremen in their club league there, but just that took the edge, did it? Must have. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look.
Yeah, well, he put his hand up, so he's acknowledging his good fortune there.
Yeah. So it was reversed from 8-5 to 7-6, and now 6-8. Timo shaking his head a little bit. He knows he's got to be at his best to challenge Chuang. Oh, there's another edge. Happy with that.
Yeah, well, they all count, don't they?
They certainly do. And more importantly for Timo, his dad is here supporting him as well.
9-7.
Just introduced to him this morning at breakfast, and it's really good when the families come around. Keep following after a career of success. He's still interested in his son.
10-7.
Right, well, Chuang has done really, really well. He's actually fought off everything that Timo's thrown at him, whacked at him. 10-7, 3 game points. And that's it, it's 11-7. So, after less than, 20 minutes to go now, they will the clock will be stopped, of course, in the break, but that's a really good performance. Very, very impressive from Chuang.
Yes, he stepped up there, he played his strokes, he played them round the table, into the body, down the line. Excellent play there from Chuang.
Second game.
Well, in 2002, Chuang, he got to 3 finals on the Pro Tour. That was 15 years ago, and he just keeps getting better. Silver medal at the Asian Games. Also participated in the World Cup. He's got a really, really good pedigree. First point on the board then for Timo Boll. Flick didn't come off there, so at love 2, Timo doesn't need charity, I can tell you. He will fight really hard. There you go. Oh, it was tough. Look at that. What a sportsman. Huh? Unbelievable.
Yeah, always sportsmanship from Timo. Not sure if the umpire saw that, but he told them it touched.
That is fantastic. That is really, really impressive. Anybody watching this who's not that familiar with table tennis, got to note his wonderful generosity of spirit. Yeah, lovely backhand into the corner. A little bit of extra bounce on that.
Yeah, a lot of spin on there. Took that just a little bit later, so he imparted a bit more spin.
It would have been lovely to see it on a positive shot rather than an error, but it was still a brilliant rally, Jill.
Yeah, great combination. Backhands and forehands by both players.
2-4.
The intensity of it again, it's everything, every part of the fibre of the body is in that shot. Here we go again, this time Timo Boll is successful. I love the way that they are standing as close as they possibly dare to the table and still whacking it. Chuang disappointed. Look at that for play. It wasn't just the final shot, it was the penultimate shot that he played, wasn't it? It was absolutely superb. There it is. That little lobby spinny, whatever you call it,
Yeah,
Jill.
they're just changing the pace and the spin. Keep
Amazing.
the opponent guessing. Great play there by Timo.
And of course, with that impact of the point, Chuang just loses a little bit of concentration and then suddenly 7-2 down. Okay, well, Timo looking up at the lights. That's very natural, of course, because he rarely misses a shot on the backhand like that. It's 3-7. Fabulous. Oh my goodness. What a recovery from Chuang Chih-Yuan. And even Timo must be really admiring that. That was beautiful because it was a fabulous placing. Look at that.
Great footwork there around the table. So fit, strong legs. That's what you need to play table tennis.
Total body experience and, as you say, fitness levels absolutely supreme. I mean, we're talking two 36-year-olds here. Were you still playing at 36, Jill?
No, I stopped at 33.
Okay. Okay, off the tape and away. Timo Boll is going to level it up here. That's what we want to see. That's for sure. Oh, the block backhand into the middle. No one expected that, least of all Chuang Chih-Yuan. It's 10-4. Excellent situation here for Timo Boll. He's done it 11-4. It's one game all with 15 minutes left in the match at the moment. The first semi-final of the men's competition. And, well, it's just stunning watching the master, Timo Boll, coming back all the time. He's so resilient. Great to hear. Let's hear what Michael's got to say.
Often he wait for you, but you will solve. Only this receive and this reverse is okay against his forehand. Come on.
Well, your hearing must be better than mine then, Jill, but I couldn't hear what you said there.
No, I couldn't hear what he said.
But this is fantastic. Everyone, wherever you are in the world, you have to admire the gladiators at the table here. Chuang will serve. Second game. Fabulous back. It's so pacey. So much top as well on it. Excellent. And love two now. Timo will hope to get it back.
Yeah, two good serves there from Chuang. Good serves and follow up, so that's good for him. See what Timo can do now with his services.
What he can do is to leave him stranded from the backhand. Unbelievable magician. Look at that. What a shot.
Yeah, it's great placement.
Just that little bit of extra on the forehand from Chuang to force the error. 3-1. Did I say game 2? I meant game 3. It's 1-1, of course.
It is, yes.
Everything's moving very quickly. 14 minutes left. Chuang, this is a big game. Very important, because if you're in catch-up situation, it's much tougher. That's excellent.
Yeah, good play there, good placement.
I really do run out of superlatives when we see play like that. Unbelievable. Really, I remember seeing him in Bremen at the World Team Championships there, and I was open-mouthed the whole time. Quite spectacular. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, he might have just touched the tape there, forcing the error, but I tell you, just look at the pace, even when we see it from above.
Yeah, you take the ball so early.
He's levelled up.
Sorry, it doesn't bounce high. He takes it more or less straight off the bounce, so it comes through very, very quick.
And his reaction time, I tell you, split-second reaction time, getting and anticipating. That's the great thing. He's got such extraordinary ability to read where the next shot's coming from. 4-5. That's 4 in a row. Oh, well, he'll be annoyed with that because he was all over it. Absolutely reading it well. I think he left it, didn't he? Maybe not.
I don't think he quite got out of the way quick enough.
Yeah, well played. Chuang is not going to go away in a hurry, I tell you. He's like a buzzy bee around you, or a wasp. That's a more annoying thing, isn't it, that flies. 6-all. This is a really rare. Of course, they can take a little towel down a few seconds, as opposed to the team competition where time is absolutely vital. There's a bit more leeway here, but it's still against the clock. Look at this, less than 12 minutes left. 6-all. Chuang with the serve. All to play for here, that's for sure. Timo Boll picks up another beautiful point. Right into the corner, into the body as well, because he's not quick enough on the backside. 6-7. Great work. Gee, I tell you what, it's like a windmill the way that hand comes through.
Yeah, and it was sort of mid-table there, and he just stepped in to make that winner. Chuang, so 7-all now.
Yeah, this is building excitement, I tell you. This is huge excitement. Great patience there by Timo went for the winner. But I tell you, he did show great patience. His blocking returns were stunning. And then he just got a bit greedy with that forehand. Oh dear.
Didn't miss by much.
No, it didn't. Look at the action on that service, the sideways motion as well. That's a really, really important point. Chih-Yuan, we cannot ignore him, that's for sure. Look at him, 9-7 after 7-all. 10 minutes just over, 10.5 minutes left in this match. Oh, well, credit to Timo then.
Yeah, just change of receiver service there. Did something a little bit different.
9-8 still. Yeah. Still in charge at the moment, Chuang. Timo desperate to get one. And he's missed it, it's 10-8. 8-10. And there's a lot of support from the boy from Karlsson in Taiwan, Chinese Taipei. They really are. Oh, look at Timo. He knows it's not just the money, it's the pride, it's everything at stake here. He hasn't beaten this guy in the T2 competition so far. But he's got a chance to get back to level. In fact, 2 chances still for Chuang, because even if it's level at 10, it will only go to 11 points. That's the T2 format. And that is 10-all. What a fight back here by Timo Boll. He is the original never say die guy, right?
He certainly is. Well, we've seen him in other tournaments when he's been way down and come back and won.
Right, this is it. Game point. Do or die. Here we go. Here we go. 11-10. Chuang Chih-Yuan. And I got a feeling there that JJ Jialiang was definitely complimenting him on that. That is a big hit. Just look at that. What a way to finish. What a game.
It certainly was. I mean, Timo Boll came back there. Make it 10-all, but Chuang played brilliant there.
Did you hear him say? Even I understood. Chayo, Chayo, as he left. Chayo, more oil, more fire. I'm not happy with you. Come on. He's actually worked out Chuang Chih-Yuan. Did a lot of his training. His mum and dad sent him to China to improve. Well, he's certainly showing great style here. Timo Boll in the fourth game takes the first point. This is so important. Watch when we see the graphic of the score. Look at the timer. There it is, 8 minutes. Oh, what a backhand.
Oh, great backhand there. Very quick. Great winner on the diagonal.
Again, lots of things on potential point at the moment because we... Okay, well done. Yep, lot 3.
Yeah.
If Chuang gives up this game and becomes 2-all, there's still time to win it. So it's the pressure's really on Timo Boll to get as many points as early as he can, which he's doing at the minute. There's another one for 4.
Yeah, when you're 4-0 down and you're on the clock, Timo will be trying to win this game as early as possible. So he's got the opportunity to play another one, or part of a one.
4. Yep. Yeah, that's another good point, Jill, because if whatever the score is, when the buzzer goes for time complete, that is the final score. If it's if there's a big important division point on it, then as we had in the first, there's a sudden death point. 1-5, looking good for Germany and for Timo Boll at the moment. Fantastic shot. Wow, from the middle. He's so quick, as you said before. What? That's not an easy shot, is it? Leaning away like that. My goodness. What footwork. Timo was hurt by that. They're not practicing. I tell you what, this is for real. This is for money. And this is a really big... I saw his dad clapping even louder than anybody else there. Timo Boll is absolutely firing on all 4 cylinders. I should say 6 cylinders probably. BMW and all, and maybe Mercedes, who knows. 7-2. That is very good, very impressive. Who belongs to the Monday Club? Oh, clever.
Yeah, popped up there. Stepped in and executed that winner.
He forced that scenario though. It was beautifully developed, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
Very clever from Chuang. 3-7. Yeah, again.
Popped up there, I think, from service. It's unlike Timo to not to receive a little bit tighter. Taps the pressure.
Well, yes, indeed, because it's now 7-5. He's at least got the ball in his own hands now. It's a must-win for Timo Boll. He's got to level this up at 2-all to stand a chance. Chuang will be fighting for life here, I can tell you.
7-5.
It was a desperate retrieving exercise just now. Can he do it again?
7-5.
450 and counting.
Reverse serve again for that winner.
Yeah, that was clever, brilliant stuff from Timo. We know it's going all over the world. We've got streaming as well on the website, and that was another big serve. 2 great services.
Yeah, I mean, same action, but slightly different spin on the ball. Just changed it the last minute, kept his opponent guessing.
Ho, ho, ho! You beauty! 6-9 is not done yet, that's for sure. Just look at this beforehand. Because it was below the height of the table, he hadn't a clue where it was going.
Yeah, he just changed his wrist at the last minute.
That's a great shot, though, and forcing the error off the table. 10-6. Timo Boll, less than 4 minutes left. So we could be having everything on the last without the killer. Without the killer, that's it, it's 11-6. 3:45 on the clock, and that's likely to be then a game that goes to fruition with less than 11 points. Not much you can say, except what a great game that was for Timo Boll. I'm sure that Michael won't be trying to teach Timo to suck eggs either. there's not much you can say to him. He's been there, done it. Right.
No, he knows the tactics and everything.
The clock is absolutely vital here, and every point is vital. That is a big one. First point. It's going to be, I'm absolutely certain, it will be a question of who's got most points at the end of the time down. 1-1. 2-1, 1-1, 2:43 left. Well, it's anybody's guess. Seriously, we can't divide them. The scoreboard can't divide them, and we certainly can't in terms of impressive play. Look at that! Oh, ho, ho! Timo celebrates, but I tell you what, it could easily have gone the other way.
Yeah, that was brilliant table tennis there. He was away from the table. Balloon defence, and then he came in with that great winner. That was fantastic table tennis.
Extraordinary, and there's another one. That's a big, big division now at 2 minutes left. 1-3. Chuang has got to fight. Now, is Timo going to play conservatively? No way, he doesn't know how to play conservatively. He's going to really punish. There you go again. Attacking down the middle. 4-1, 1-4.
Yeah, that was great placement there.
Superb, and listen to the crowd. They are great Timo Boll fans as well. 141, 1-4. He's missed that one. Oh, this is disaster for Chuang Chih-Yuan. Listen, they're all wearing the yellow gear as well. I can see them. Oh, very good. Right, 135. Timo will serve. He's surely got this if he just keeps his concentration. He's missed that one. There's still time. There's still time for Chuang to come back. We have been caught out several times in this T2 series. You cannot take anything for granted. 5-2. You'd assume Timo Boll has got control. But that's only because of this unbelievable play. Come on!
He swapped hands!
He swapped hands? Let's have a look at it. Left, left, left. No, he's gone right-handed. No! Oh my goodness, that has got to be the rally and the shot of the tournament. Just look at him go. Unbelievable. That is extraordinary. And it's down, but wow, what a rally. I'm still quivering from it. 35 seconds left. Wow, dear oh dear. 3-6. Chuang has got little time. He's got to get on with it. We've got a ball that's out at the side. And of course, they don't have to keep the same ball. Right, 3-6. We now stop the move on with the clock at 26 seconds. 27 seconds, and that is another huge point. But we'll be talking about that particular rally so many times again, even after this tournament. I tell you, that was stunning, and it's all now. Timo Boll, 10-9. You can count it down wherever you are in Germany. I tell you what, you've got a finalist here. Absolutely superb, and there you go. 3-9. Timo Boll wins this first semi-final of the T2 Men's Championship. He's done it in extraordinary style, and he has made probably the shot of the tournament, if not the shot of the year. Quite amazing. 9-3, absolutely amazing. Timo Boll, the German favourite, Weihnachten, will be celebrated in style. He's going through to the final. What a play. If we can pick up that moment when he moved from left hand to right hand, I don't know whether we can find it, but I tell you what, that was unbelievable. Jill Parker looked at me as if I was a ghost. She'd never seen anything like it before. What do you say, Jill?
Well, that was fantastic table tennis, and Timo Boll at his best, but I've never seen him play right-handed.
So T2 has provided huge surprises, but never to that extent. The 36-year-old came up with an amazing, not only did he swap hands, he made the winner down the line as well with it. That was the most extraordinary thing. Timo, there's the match stats. was superb. 48 points won. Although he lost the first game, he came out on top in every respect there. Chuang put up a great fight. But ultimately, the legend that is Timo Boll came through with unbelievable style and won it brilliantly.
Fit for a final now, wasn't it? So, Chih-Yuan, for him, it was not to be in this men's championship playoff. But let's get his input on the battle that we just witnessed just now. 有点可惜，对不对？错过了这个机会踏入决赛。你对刚才的那场战斗有什么想法呢？
可能今天在前三板上出了一些问题吧。那我感觉，自己状态打的还是，反正尽力了嘛，感觉还行。对。
对，我们看你的表现真的是有蒸蒸日上，而且越来越厉害，越来越恐怖。可是最后那边呢，是哪里失手了？
就在前三板上面，就是接发球上，可能今天失误比较多吧。
So Chih-Yuan thinks that he presented an absolutely fantastic performance, and I think everyone that watched that battle just now can agree. However, it was such a match that was so close with such a slight margin as well. And in the end, it went to Timo Boll, who booked his spot in the final. That was amazing. What do you think of the challenge that was presented to you by Chih-Yuan?
Oh my gosh, I thought in the first set I couldn't handle his tempo. It was too quick for me. And I tried to play a little bit different tactics. Michael gave me some good advices, and that was the key, I think.
What did Michael say, and how did you recover from that?
Yeah, I have to put him a little bit more under pressure, especially when I receive, and that's what I tried to do. And I played really on a very high level in the end. Even with the right hand, I hit some shots, and that was necessary. Yeah.
We're looking forward to see more of that in the final for the men's championship. So you will be featured in the men's championship as well as team championships. Let's talk about your expectations.
Yeah, it's always nice to play for a team, and especially a final. Everyone is under a special pressure, and everyone fights for each other. So we are all for one and one for all, and that's why I believe we will win tomorrow.
Last question. Who do you want to meet in the men's final? Jun Mizutani or Dimitrij Ovtcharov?
It's hard to say. I've played Dima a lot of times already in the final. Mostly I lost. So I would love to take a revenge.
All right. Regardless, we will find out who you'll meet. But first, we find out who will meet Feng Tianwei in the women's championship. So that's next. to T2 APAC. We are in the grand finals and we're moving into the Women's Championship playoff where we will find out which one of these women will be meeting Feng Tianwei in the finals. So let's get Team JJ, Jiang Jialiang's side of things first. Liu Fei has been first seed in the league since round 4, so she is one of the best women's player here. So let's get his input on that. Liu Fei 呢？她其实是第一种子，对吗？她其实是蛮强的，所以你觉得今天刘斐她有什么手段面对这个 Bernadette 呢？
刚才我是真的没有拿这2个扇子出来，所以就输了。但是我已经 over， 就是已经过去了。刘飞她是最好的，但是她也输过一场最差的球，对不对 ？She lose the Bonita, the Hungary ladies. Yeah, she was in the team. Okay, but 看今天刘飞她自己怎么打，她跟 Bernie 也打过，对吧？她能控制住 Bernie 一点点，我就觉得很满意了。
Okay, so Jiang Jialiang is very confident about what Liu Fei can do towards Bernadette's search, but seems that Team JJ, Jiang Jialiang, he is very confident about his player. But what about Team Persson, Jorgen Persson? You are also confident that Bernadette's search has what it takes to step into the final, don't you?
Yes, of course. I mean, she has been showing it all the time. Bernie has been surprising me since the first round. She has been playing fantastic table tennis. And I think her confidence is on the top because I thought in the beginning I think she also didn't expect that she should stand in the semifinals. But she has been playing fantastic all the time and she looks good in the practice also. So I'm very confident that we're going to give JJ and Liu Fei a good game.
Let's dig a little bit deeper. Liu Fei is very defensive. As for Bernadette, her style and her character is so different. So what is going to make tonight's battle so interesting? What do you think, what can they bring to the table tennis table?
Of course, it's always when one defense playing one offensive. It's a lot of long rallies and very funny balls. I mean, the long rallies. And of course, for Bernie, it will be to have patience, not to be too quick, to want to kill the ball too quick. Must play the ball and look, and when she gets the chance, then she must kill it or make a big smash.
Thank you very much, Jorgen Persson, for your input.
所以这个皮尔森啊，他的正手不好 ，he has a good backhand. Bernie also has a good backhand, so forehand no good. 所以他不要教这个 Bernie 要 smash， 我今天就赢他了。
Okay, so basically what Jialiang is saying is like coach, like player. Well, let's just find out how this particular championship playoff will pan out. It is Liu Fei versus Bernadette Search. Please give a big round of applause to Liu Fei. Her opponent, Bernadette Search. Liu Fei versus Bernadette Search Women's Championship Playoffs starts now.
Well, this is a really, really good battle. We've still only got 24 minutes. Of course, we're still going to get the kill zone match to start with, but a little bit of warm-up potential. But we've got the fantastic chopper on the right of screen there, of course, Liu Fei. 23 years old now, and but against the real surprise of the whole T2 tournament, Bernadette Szocs, I have to say, I'm really amazed at how she has improved and benefited from the experience that she's had in this T2 competition. We don't know a great deal about Liu Fei, except obviously she's played and beaten already Bernadette in the previous round, in round 5, but she has still got a tremendous chance because of her attitude, her effervescence, and the fact that the crowd will certainly, I think, be on her side. What do you reckon, Jill?
Yes, I mean, as long as Bernie plays steady and waits for the right one. But as you say, she's played extremely well, but this Chinese player here is actually a wonderful defender to watch. She just glides round the table, so I'm sure it'll be a good game. Bernie's just got to make sure that she takes her time and waits for the right one.
Well, Bernadette really has a look at the ranking there, 57 in in the world. She admits that herself that she was surprised to get and delighted to be in this Final Four. And of course, there's our umpire for this one, Wang from Malaysia. Nice to get the wave as well. Good stuff. It's a magnificent atmosphere here. And of course, these finals championships, the last 3 days of a 7-month program, it's quite remarkable. Not just that she is a chopper, she doesn't defend all the time, let me tell you. She comes forward often and really surprises. So although we're going to see maybe some longer rallies, that we will also see the occasional dash towards the front of the net.
Yes, a defender has got to be able to attack nowadays, and any loose ball like we see there by Liu Fei, she'll step in and attack it. So Bernadette Szocs has got to make sure she doesn't leave any loose balls for her to attack.
This, just to remind everyone, this is not the main match at the moment. This is not the semi-final in action. This is a kill zone warm-up. It's got an element of potential. We have not seen the kill zone so far in the main match, but it could happen if less than 2 minutes left in the match of the 24. We could see a kill zone at the end that will count. At the moment it's 3-2 then in favour of Liu Fei, and well, she is a hugely impressive talent, no doubt at all. This is the official warm-up kill zone match, you might say, and now here's Liu Fei at 4-2. She won the first time, meeting at 4-1 in terms of the game. So, okay, that's it. It's 5-2. They'll take a little break at the moment before they come back for the big match. Here, then, Bernadette Szocs. She has been quite sensational during this T2 competition. She's against the chopper here, Liu Fei, the girl from Guangling district. But I tell you, underneath the table sometimes, but she comes through like a real leaping leopard and comes through and attacks when least expected. Szocs has been colourful, exuberant, even the hair plays a part in her image. And I have to say, it's so refreshing to see the girl from Romania taking such a full part in a brilliant G2 program. Again, we see Liu Fei. She's got such a variety of serves and makes her opponent always having to think and work. And there, the emotion showing on the face of Bernadette Szocs. It has been a fantastic campaign for Bernadette. We know if she gets through this one, it will be the best moment in her life. Let's just see whether or not Liu Fei or Bernadette Szocs come through to the final. That was the round 5 victory for Liu Fei. The only game that Bernadette won was the kill zone game. She won it 5-3. All the other games to 11 won by Liu Fei. First blood, first point, Bernadette. Do you agree that if she wins this and gets into the final, competing for the 40,000, it could be the biggest moment of her life?
Definitely, definitely. She has been playing really well at this tournament. Lots of games. I think she's up to her game, as it were, and has been successful. Let's see what she can do in this first semi-final.
So 1-2. There was an aggressive shot from Liu Fei to pick up the first point, and then a mistake on the lift from Bernadette, but that was good. Nice play. She doesn't miss many of those, does she, Liu Fei?
No, she doesn't. And apologies, I should have said the second semi-final.
We already know who the first semi-finalist or the first finalist is. It's Feng Tianwei, representing Singapore for many years. And will be a very popular winner if she managed to do it in the end. It's all a little bit quiet at the moment here inside the cavern, but there's an intensity of action that is really impressive. It's a family, even the Christmas tree in the background there you can see lit up, adding a great atmosphere to this festive season. 3-4. Bernadette will not be slow in giving us the little squeal of delight. There you go again.
Yeah, that was good placement round the table there by Szocs. Same, playing some into the middle, out to the angles. That's how you got to play a defender.
Okay, patience required, of course. It's been shown there's nowhere near as many defenders in today's game as there used to be.
No, that's right, there used to be quite a lot, and the defender now has got to be able to attack, and that's what we've seen in previous matches with Liu Fei. She's got a very good attack, forehand and backhand.
Great power play, Bernadette. That's not the first time either. On the previous point, she fired one down the angle with a big. It's an amazing shot actually, because she's coming through very, very heavily at the end with a lot of action on the wrist. 6-all. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, Liu Fei will be trying to change the spin when she's playing her defensive strokes, putting backspin on or no spin, which we call a float. So Bernie will be looking for the one that pops up to try and put that winner away.
Great defending. What a lovely shot. Took the edge. Took the edge there. And what a lovely piece of camera work there to give us that opportunity to see it from distance. 7-6. It's great work. Well played, Bernadette. Again, she's showing great patience, placement there, perfect down the middle. It was a deep shot as well.
Yeah, that was a great placement there. It's always difficult to play into defender, and they've got to decide to play a backhand or a forehand. But that was great placement into the body.
And again, out to the side this time. This is really interesting. Bernadette has obviously learned from the first time she played Liu Fei. It was 11-7, 11-10, 11-7, 11-6, all in favour of Liu Fei last time. A little bit lucky. Yeah, great work. Oh, what a recovery. It had everything in that rally. Absolutely brilliant from Bernadette Szocs. Not only did she win the point, but she won it with a variety of shots that we haven't seen from her before.
Yes, I think she would be kicking herself if she hadn't won that point, because she should have won it earlier on. And it popped up and she didn't put it away.
Good service. Yeah, very good service. Good control. Well played, Liu Fei there. Under pressure at 8-9 now. Needs more patience than that, though. Ouch. But she is the future. Liu Fei getting a little bit of support here. I know that Bernie has got a really good big fan club. 9-all. 2 required. And that is 1, 10-9. It's such an important first game. Absolutely vital. 18 minutes, 13 seconds left of this matchup. Oh, just took the net, and it went into play. 11-9, and Bernie Szocs from Romania has come up with a fantastic first game. She's not won against Liu Fei a proper game. I say a proper game, she only won the kill zone last time out, but this is a huge moment for her. Let's hear what he's got to say, Jorgen.
Because when you smash your forehand, she's waiting. You see, if you take, then you must be ready. Okay. And move your legs all the time.
Please.
Even I heard that.
Move your legs.
Well, I have to say, Jill, that was a very impressive performance, that first game.
No, I thought she played very sensibly there, Bernie. played patiently and waited for the right one.
Done it again, just as you described. And the longer this goes on, the more the clock ticks down, the more pressure will be on Liu Fei, who will then be more keen to attack. That was exactly what she did.
And to be fair, Jorgen Persson did say, you know, watch out for when she does attack, be ready. But sometimes it's always difficult to see when she is going to attack.
There it is, that's exactly what we said. She will bring those attacking close to table shots as well. 2-1. Brilliant defending. Brilliant attacking. Wow. You couldn't ask for better than that, could you? You've got the show person. I was going to say showman. That wouldn't be quite fair, would it? But she really does light up the table, light up the spotlight. It's wonderful to see. 3-2. She's picked up 2 points in a row. And again, backhand does the job. A lot of action on that ball from Liu Fei.
Yeah, Bernie attacking, then dropping the ball short. Making sure Liu Fei moves in and out.
Yeah, that was almost predictable, wasn't it?
Yeah, the problem is if you do play those tactics, and Liu Fei will come in and execute that forehand as she did there.
Okay, she went for the big one. Yeah, and she is annoyed, but can't let that affect her future play. It's got to put it behind you very quickly. Came off the tape. There you go again. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Well, Liu Fei will be delighted. A couple of errors there by Bernadette.
And I think with defenders, the longer the game goes on, they get their defensive shots going better. You get a better length. Trying to get it on the white line. So Liu Fei's not missing much with her defensive strokes.
That is brilliant play. I mean, she did it several times in the first game and it worked. This time she's not been as aggressive until that moment. 7-4. That's scoreboard pressure.
Well, I think the points that she'd lost was when she was hitting, dropping, and she wasn't really getting into her game then, Bernadette. But I think, you know, she perhaps needs to attack a bit more.
6, 7. 3 points in a row.
Yep.
That's a big moment here now. If there's not going to be many games because of the length of time each point is taking in the rally. Got a bit impatient there for 8-6. But if Bernadette can take this game, it's a huge statement. 13 minutes left in the whole match. Oh, well played. Well done. What a play that was. Bernadette Szocs cannot be praised enough for that. What a change. Look at the edge. The edge coming up. Well, actually, no, that's after the... There it is. There you go.
Now, that's great reaction.
Unbelievable. And that is 8-all. Ooh, this is getting interesting. I bet Feng Tianwei is very, very interested in this too. My goodness. A little shake of the head from JJ.
Well, let's see what she's going to do with her serves here.
But lucky for some. Is it going to be for Bernadette? Yes, it is. It's 9-8. What a fight back this is from Bernie Szocs. Wow. Oh dear. This would be an extraordinary achievement. This is now, do you know what? This is pretty close to, well, not exactly match point, but I tell you what, it's not that far off. She can keep the rallies going for as long as she wants, but this is now 2 game points for a 2-love lead. I never expected this, Jill.
No, don't, but she's played very sensibly, Bernadette.
It's the variety of play, and it's 11-8, and Bernie Szocs has come from the death and really risen to great heights here inside the cavern at the T2 Championship Finals. This is unbelievable. It's the semi-final stage, $40,000 at stake here, and Bernie has come up with an unbelievable start. 2 games to love. Wow, 11-9, 11-8. She hadn't won a real game before this.
No, brilliant play. She was very patient, waited for the right one. I think in the middle of that second game, she was pushing a little bit too much. I think she's more successful when she's attacking. I know her dad's sitting in the audience. I bet he's got butterflies in his tummy.
We can mention other brands as well. Okay, well, this has been exciting, I have to say. I didn't expect Liu Fei to be folding like this, but this is excellent work. Here we go, 3rd game. Bernadette has just got to stay in the game. Wait for her opponent to make errors. It's brilliant. Well played, Liu Fei. But that point has taken a long time, and that is the friend of Bernadette at the moment. Time is on her side.
Yeah, that was beautiful play there by Liu Fei. Combining defense with attack.
Another one there. It's not done and dusted yet. My surprise at Bernie's victories in those 2 games could yet come unstuck in terms of the overall outcome. That's out. Down off the tape 3. Love 3. Still 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. This is when strategy really comes into play. And it's gone, it's 4. Ooh. This could be very, very interesting now. 3-2 to Liu Fei in the end. Ah. That would be brave, wouldn't it? We shall see. 4-love. Okay. Every point that she takes is a huge bonus for Bernie. And the block is not working there either, because the power play of Liu Fei is now making a difference. She defends well, but she can also come up with the big ones. This is now very important for Bernadette to get 2 or 3 points on the board. There's another one. 1-6. Still a long way to go in terms of time. And she's missed that one. So the accuracy is gone as well. She's wearing the heart on that little black sleeve at the moment, that's for sure. And it's not looking so good after going 2-love up.
Well, Liu Fei will want this game to go as quick as possible.
Yep.
But then Bernie, she needs to slow it down a little bit and make the rallies longer.
Yep, that's the whole idea. That was what I thought. 10, 12 minutes to go. That's how it needed to be. But here we go, 7-2. Liu Fei fighting for her life. Oi.
3-7.
Well, that wasn't what we expected there. Bernie, if she picks up another couple of points, again will put pressure on. Uh-oh. Yeah, shot. There's a lot of side spin on that from Liu Fei, but it's again, maybe her placement was not as good as she should have been. A little bit lazy. Okay. Keep an eye on that clock again as well. Just over 8 minutes left. 8-4 will be towel down time, and she will take as long as she dare. Bernie Szocs from Romania has been an absolute star during the 7 months tournament, and she could yet be the ultimate star. Who knows? Oui. This is a great rally for Bernie. Absolutely brilliant rally for Bernie. She is, oh, missed it. 9-4. She set it up, she fought well, but then when crunch came to it, she could not keep control. Absolutely thrashed it off the table, oh no. It's gone again. That's exactly what Liu Fei wanted, 10-4, but Bernie will serve. But wow, it's anybody's at the moment, Jill.
Yes, I mean, Liu Fei's played very sensibly here.
That's it, it's 11-4. It's just, well, 6 3/4 minutes left in the match, and it's only one game the difference. So, plenty of time for Liu Fei to come back and, in fact, even win it with a kill zone.
That's every chance of that happening. I mean, most games have been about 6 minutes. So we may have a whole game and as you say, a kill zone. We shall see. Or maybe it'll be two games all, and then we've got that.
Ooh, yes. We like the idea of that.
Yeah, it could be a playoff.
Well, we shall see. And we're in the 2-1 stage in the fourth game then. Yeah, great angle, and it really is. It's a peculiar shot, that forehand to her, isn't it? I don't think there's anybody else that plays quite that depth of that action. Oh, counter me! Wow.
That was brilliant there by Liu Fei.
She
just stepped in, executed that forehand. Very brave play. And again.
Absolutely excellent for 1-3. 5 minutes left. Keep an eye on this clock. It's very, very important. 1-3. Okay, 1-4. One thing we are getting, Jill, is unbelievable entertainment. T2 has never disappointed in any match.
No, and it's superb to see table tennis at its best with an attacker and a defender.
Wasn't quite in the greatest shape there, certainly with the feet placement that for Liu Fei.
Yes, I think she told herself after she'd made a mistake she should have played that one down the backhand. Wasn't in the right, as you said, John. Footwork wasn't right for that shot.
T in the background, one of the main people responsible for this whole T2 event. He's watching it with great intensity. That's it. Now that is a really big slash at the ball, and just look at the points. 4-3 with 4 minutes left. If Bernie Szocs can actually pick up another couple of points here in the next minute or so, it'll make a huge difference. She has picked up another one to 4-all. That makes such a difference. She keeps it in the rally, and she's now playing the thinking game, isn't she?
Yeah, playing very sensibly there, Bernadette. Changing direction, speed.
Oh, and that service goes. Ouch. Ay.
She won't be happy with herself for that. It was an easy giveaway.
Oh, and another one. 3 minutes left. 6-4. Couple of giveaway points from the service. Really annoying. And another error. She fought back to 4-all and now has given back 3. Liu Fei will be really, really happy with this situation. The pressure has eased just a fraction. 2:24. Get below 2 minutes and there's every possibility of that kill zone. And look at this, it's 4-8. 4 points in a row, Liu Fei. Well, if you're enjoying this, let me tell you, there's still one unbelievable match to come in the men's semi-finals. Dimitrij Ovtcharov against Mizutani. I hope you can stay with us, not just for this one, but the one to come as well. Great work, well played.
Oh, that was a lovely forehand down the line by Liu Fei.
4-9.
We're under 2 minutes, so whatever happens, it's a miss, but it's certainly going to be a kill zone potential here to finish, or, as you said before, it could be the a final game to 11.
Left.
To split them.
9-5.
Okay, it's 5 game points. 5 game points to Liu Fei to level things up at 2-all. Good block from Bernadette. Oh, 6-10. 6-10 with 44 seconds left. Can she pick up another couple of points and force it then into an 11-point shootout? That would be interesting. The tiebreaker is first to 11. So given that scenario, Liu Fei has done it. Liu Fei has done it, and we will have a 5-point kill zone match right here. So the warm-up game that you saw earlier, which was kill zone, will be repeated for real here, and with a lot of money and a lot of position at stake. Well, how do you see it, Joe?
Well, I think Bernadette has got to be patient. I mean, there's no time limit now, so she can just wait for the right one. But then again, Liu Fei will be changing defense and attack, and again, she'll be looking for one to put away with a forehand. So it'll be interesting.
Yep, can you read anything to the fact that Bernie actually won the last kill zone game they played?
Well, they both got into their games a little bit more, so
she's missed it. Yeah, Liu Fei, 1 love is a very important point. First to reach 5. This is for the final of the T2 Women's Individuals Championship title. And now at 2-0. Yeah, timeout is called, and she called it herself. So you can understand why. Jorgen will have a good word. Let's hear what he's got to say.
还是把进攻没有关系的，只要你看准了，就干脆，对吧？你反过就可以了嘛，不要球在前。
Not to slow one, because then you open the whole table, okay? You're along with, she's also nervous. It's a keep calm, you don't give away easy points, okay? Work, if you don't have a chance, don't push, okay?
What do you reckon, Joe?
Don't give away any easy points.
I think I could have told him that. Huh? Anyway, here we go. It's love 2. It's kill zone.
He's telling her to take her time and be patient.
And I have to say, again, a brilliant timeout there because it broke up the momentum. Bernie's picked up 1 point. Oh, she's picked up 2 in a row. That is an even better timeout then, wasn't it? Her dad, as you say, will be right on the edge of his seat right now. Absolutely. It's all to fight for. They're 2-all, 2-all. And it's first to 5. To reach 5. And it's a great point there on the forehand. How many times Bernie's got to learn that she can't play into that zone area and then get away with it. It's 3-2. 2 points required. That is, off. And that is 4-2, and that is now kill zone match point here in favor of Liu Fei. 1 more point and she goes through to the final against Feng Tianwei. It's been a hugely exciting matchup. Did I say 3-2 a couple of minutes ago? Oh, great patience there from Bernie. There's still a sting in the tail of the T2 tournament. Let me tell you, you cannot predict this. Liu Fei, of course, is the favourite to win it right here. But Bernie has got wonderful sense of moment. There she goes again, 4-all. And I tell you what, it's now the biggest shootout in her life. She picks up 1 more point and the world will be watching in unbelievable admiration. 4-all, it's all to play for. 1 more point required for the final. Here we go. Liu Fei changes her mind. She must be nerves jangling as well. And she's done it! Bernie Szocs has gone to the final with a chance to pick up $40,000 US. What an unbelievable kill zone game. She was down and out at 4-2. She won 3 points in a row and has come up with a sensational victory here at the T2 women's semi-final. What a point. What excitement. An unbelievable disappointment for Liu Fei. She had it in her grasp and dropped the ball. Unbelievable 5-4. Bernie Szocs, Romania in the final of the first T2 ever. Show us your excitement, Bernie.
Very good. You saw your blocking with 4.
That was absolutely brilliant. She played sensible. And when she won at the end, I looked over at her dad and he was jumping up and down, hugging everybody. So that was fantastic table tennis.
Wow. It's very, very difficult for anybody around to appreciate how intense that was. We've got the highlight show here at the moment. But, you know, you cannot believe that she was smiling, ever confident, 2-love up, lost back then 2-all. And I have to say, that was something really special. Excitement aplenty. I've been doing this sport for many, many years. I've not seen that kind of exuberance at table tennis, and I doubt that Jorgen Persson has seen that much as well. Wow, that was really, really impressive. We saw the stats there briefly, but we can see the girls down there as well, waiting to talk to Jun, and I'm sure in just a couple of moments we'll do that.
Defeating first seed Liu Fei to book her spot in the final to face Feng Tianwei. First, let's get Liu Fei's perspective on what went wrong for her. 其实呢，我们还以为你可以 获胜，其实是发生了什么事？哪里出了什么差错呢？
没有什么差错吧，就最后几个球落丢了，紧张的时候肯定手啊什么的，肯定会有一些僵硬吧，对。
The pressure got to Liu Fei. You know, she made a lot of mistakes, especially in the kill zone game where the pressure got to her, and that is why she lost to Bernadette Szocs today. So, 明天面对石勋耀，你有什么想法？然后你觉得你可以获胜吗？
还是尽力去拼吧，反正坚持自己的技战术，还是这么打。
So Liu Fei will be meeting Shi Xunyao in the 3rd and 4th place women's championship match, but that will make way for the women's final, which Bernadette Szocs has booked her spot in. Congratulations, Bernie! And how do you feel like? How did you expect to make it so far?
I am really happy. I don't have words because I was not imagining that I will play the semi-final, but I cannot believe I played the final. I am really happy that I have one coach like Jorgen. He helping me a lot. And yes, it was a really difficult match because last time I lose against her. And I was not expecting that I will win, but I was thinking that I can make a closer match.
So what was the extra motivation today in this semi-final for you to perform so well?
I watched the match against her before 2 days. And I was practicing exactly what I need to do against her. Then I was really focused because I know that I don't have nothing to lose. I am in the semi-final, was surprised also this. Then I just practiced for winning against her.
And it looks like your practice, you know, it really panned out well for you. Next. Final versus Feng Tianwei. We've seen some drama between you two already. So what can we expect tomorrow in the women's championship final?
Yes, against her I had 2 hard matches in the Tianwei. And I am really concentrated because I know that I can beat her because first match I won against her and second one I lost. So it's 50-50, so I am going for the gold medal.
Yes, will Bernadette Szocs be the woman to lift the trophy? We will find out tomorrow. Congratulations for making it to the final. Next, we will find out which men will join Timo Boll in the men's championship final. That's next. Welcome back to the grand finals of T2 APAC, men's and women's championship playoffs. We already know which 3 players have booked their spot in the final. Now it's the last slot. It is up to Dimitrij Ovtcharov or Jun Mizutani. I am joined by Jorg Rosskopf, who we are seeing featured for the first time. But of course, Dimitrij Ovtcharov will be the man to hopefully bring you and himself into the grand final. So let's get your input on this. Dimitrij had a fantastic year. He's won won 4 World Tours so far, World Cup champion. So today, going up against Jun Mizutani in the league, his record against Jun was not good. Can you tell us why?
Okay, they know each other well, but he's full of self-confidence because, as you said, the last weeks, months, he played fantastic. So hopefully he can do it today also. But Jun, he likes to play against Dima, so we will see it. I think it will be a fantastic match.
Absolutely, I agree with you as well. So looking at Jun Mizutani's style and Dimitri's style, we know Dimitrij can handle the pressure. So what will give an edge to either side? You know, what is that extra push that they need to really send themselves into the final?
I think in the rallies, Dima is quite strong. He has to keep it up with service and return. I think this will be the key of the match because Jun is perfect for this, the placement of the table. Service and return. He's well known that he's one of the best in the world, so hopefully this fits.
All right, thank you so much, Jorg Rosskopf, for your input. Let's now get to Jorgen Persson's side of things now. Congratulations for Bernadette Szocs getting you into the Women's Championship final as well. You know, some coaches here say that you're always a lucky man, but hey, looking at how Jun Mizutani got to the men's final as well, replacing Vladimir Samsonov, it is just fate that he will be featured here, isn't it?
Yeah, he was little, of course, lucky, but it's sad for Vladi that he cannot be here. Yeah, but they were on the same sets, so many players. I mean, so I feel like it's good that he's here. Yeah, he has been playing well in the end of the season. Yeah, so I feel he's confident, and of course, like Rossi said, their 2 teammates are playing, and I think Jun also now are very motivated because Dima have been showing some fantastic form the last month. Yeah, so we have to find some keys to take the win.
Jun Mizutani versus Dimitrij Ovtcharov. They are teammates, like you said, club level, so they know each other so well. So in a situation like this, you know, fighting for a grand final spot, what would give Jun the edge, you think? What do you hope that Jun will show today?
I hope he will show that he's not afraid. I mean, he must show confidence. And of course, it's very important to make a variation in the game, yeah, because same there Rossi said, Dima is very good when it comes to the rallies. He's so powerful, yeah. So hopefully Jun can make some small tricks during the game, yeah, and make shorter balls.
Well, we will find out. Thank you very much, Jorgen Persson. Of course, it's Dimitrij Ovtcharov versus Jun Mizutani. Please give a big round of applause to Germany's Dimitrij Ovtcharov. His opponent, Jun Mizutani from Japan. Dimitrij Ovtcharov versus Jun Mizutani.
Well, this is going to be a finale of the first championship finals competition here in T2. We've had 3 unbelievable semi-finals already. This one has the recipe to be even more spectacular, not only because they're such exciting players, but because there is a lot at stake here. Dimitrij Ovtcharov has had an amazing year, amazing season, World Cup champion. He's just won the German Open as well. There's so much that he has had as far as success is concerned. Mizutani, again, a little bit fortunate in that he's here because Vladimir Samsonov went down with a fever. In fact, I heard from Dimitrij that he went down to something, was it 39.8 or something like that? He was in Orenburg, where I was earlier this year, and of course they're all 3 of them are teammates with the Fackel Orenburg team. In fact, they won the championship in Europe earlier this year, and he was still there. But word has it that he will try to come out and at least be present for the last couple of days of the tournament. Ovtcharov, he is something special. I mean, following on in the legendary footsteps of Timo Boll, that's for sure. Mizutani, of course, had the reputation early in his career being the youngest Japanese national champion at the age of 17. He is spectacular. We love to watch him. Again, he's a lefty, but Dimitrij, he just is so good when push comes to shove. There's Pari Khalil, our umpire for this one. she's got a serious face. There's a serious job in hand. There's no doubt about that. But in the earlier rounds, it was victory for Mizutani. He won 2-1 in round 1 and he won 4-2 in round 6. So he does have that precedent. But I tell you take nothing for granted. Ovtcharov is hungry, and there's a big money stake, $40,000 for winning in the final. So there's a lot at stake here. They are teammates, they're the best of friends. But I tell you, on 24 minutes on the court, there will be war. There's no doubt. And in fact, whilst I'm talking of war, the kill zone warm-up will take place in just a couple of moments. Jill Parker is with me again, I'm delighted to say. And there's no doubt there's the referee's representative here. And Jill, in your day, the European champion, world number 6, English champion, president of the English Association Federation already now. Have you ever seen table tennis of the like we've seen at T2 before?
No, I've seen some brilliant matches here, and I'm sure this one will be equally as good. Both these two will be playing very fast and furious, taking the ball early. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's a kill zone warm-up. This is not actually counting towards the points for the semi-final. This is just a little warm-up with a bit more edge to it. We saw a kill zone, unbelievably kill zone match, the last match with Bernie Szocs coming through and taking it. And of course, it could happen again in the real match later on. This is just for fun, you might say. At least the crowd get a feel for what's going to happen. Ah, there's that little famous backhand. Oh, already the shoulders are opening up. Just a little flavour of what's going to happen in the match. It's good to see. 3-all. We'll stop at 5, the first to 5. Oui. 3-4. Okay. 3-4. Dimitrij could have first blood here. And he has, that's it. 5-3, that's the end of the warm-up, the end of the kill zone. And there's no doubt at all that this matchup, of all of them, everyone has been looking forward to enormously. Dimitrij Ovtcharov with that famous backhand. Mizutani, and look at the reach there that we've seen in the previous encounters. Mizutani celebrates because he knows how strong his opponent, Dimitrij Ovtcharov, originally from Kiev in the Ukraine, moved to Germany, is now representing the nation there. But, just about. The second semi-final. Who's going to play against Timo Boll in the final? There you go, I've already explained that. In round 1 it was 2-1 to Mizutani. In round 6 it was 4-2 to Mizutani. Now for the big real play. Dimitrij starts with that famous backhand. Ha ha! Jill, what do you think?
Well, that's a great start. Fantastic forehand there he played on the diagonal.
And again, they know each other so well, they play, they practice with each other, they support each other in the team tournaments. Down in Orenburg, well, I'm sure it'll be snowing by now down there. It's really fascinating, right on the Asian-European border. It's a fabulous table tennis club. Hundreds of kids go through their hands in the club. Ovtcharov, 3-1. Great start. Okay.
Yeah, and there you saw there Ovtcharov with that very spinny backhand serve, and he follows in with that strong third ball.
Huge amount of side on it. Oh, you beauty. That's absolutely stunning. The serve and the third shot, dynamic and very effective.
Takes the ball so early. With a lot of power. A lot of power from the wrist and elbow. As well as using your legs as well.
Nice work there for 2. Mizutani, he does reach and he counter punches beautifully. Yeah, okay, 9-3. There's that little expelling of breath, you can hear it, can't you, during the rallies? Both of them do it. I've heard them, seen them. 5-3. That was out for...
I think Ovtcharov does it more in training.
Yeah, true.
Than in a match.
Yeah, but this is a real and very serious match. There's a lot of money at stake. 5-4. Did I hear a phone? I think I did, yeah. Oh dear, that's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
5-4.
You got your phone switched off, Jill?
Always.
Oh yeah, well done. That's a good fight back here to level up, and Gun Mizutani certainly will be delighted with that situation now. His backhand has worked a couple of times, the forehand came to his rescue, but it's down the middle, isn't it?
That's right.
And he's taken the lead at 5-6, 6-5. Okay, 6-all. This really is for real, isn't it? You can tell they are all absolutely committed, not just to giving us great entertainment, but they are looking so hard all the time. There's Timo looking at it, you can see it, looking at this match as well, wondering who he's going to have to play. He did actually say in an interview that he wanted to play Dimitrij, although he's lost to him several times before. He wants to get his own back.
Yeah, well, he's played him twice. Well, not
World
that long
Cup,
ago. Yeah, World Cup and also German Open.
Yeah, exactly.
8-6.
Well, Mizutani, wow. He's got an 8-6 after coming back from 5-1 down. Can you believe it? Yeah, well, he's not afraid of counter-punching, I can tell you. He's just his dynamic ability to turn defense into attack. It almost works for him all the time. Here you go. Oh, turn the tail on you. Absolutely excellent for 8-all now. Well done, Dimitrij.
And that was a great serve by Mizutani. Reverse serve, followed it in with a good third ball, but Ovtcharov was there, ready, waiting.
Well played. Ovtcharov has now taken the lead at 9-8. I tell you, they are battling for real here. This is a fantastic experience to see them up close. Oh dear, that's amazing. That is unbelievable from Ovtcharov. Just look at this, bang, down the middle, absolutely no chance.
Good placement there. Into the crossover position. Mizutani didn't even attempt to play a stroke.
8-10, 2 game points, Ovtcharov. And it's still in the balance here at 9-10. This is an extraordinary matchup. We're going to get a very tight finish. You can feel it. The air, the atmosphere in the cavern is fabulous. He's missed it. It's 10-all. We'll have one more point here. It will be the first to 11. Just 18 minutes left. They've already taken 7 minutes here with this first game. 10-all. Sudden death. This point will win it. Ovtcharov. And he's got it! 11-10. Dimitrij Ovtcharov. After that really was a swings and roundabouts. It was up in the air, it was down on the ground. it was anybody's game right to the end, Jill.
Yes, it was a bit like cat and mouse, wasn't it? There, one was got a point, the other one got a point, but maybe the next game we'll have a few more rallies. There didn't seem to be that many rallies in that first game, but Ovtcharov came through there, 11-10.
Well, he was 5-1 up, and you expected it to be easy for him. As it turned out, it was anything but. He was struggling a little bit, but here we go, Mizutani, second game. Good forceful play. That's a nice camera, isn't it? Christmas is in the air. Christmas comes to the Pinewood Studios in Iskander. Uh-oh, well, that was a bit lazy footwork.
Yeah, didn't quite get his feet round to play that forehand, but then you often see Mizutani just lean and play his forehand, but didn't quite get there this time.
No, that counter backhand, invariably it's effective and it's right on the button. You missed that one. 1-2. Well, I have to repeat that it was because of Vladimir Samsonov's withdrawal from the semi-final. Mizutani is here, but they are the best of friends, and I'm sure Vladimir will be wishing both of these players the best of good fortune. They're very good friends. 2-3. Oh, yay, what a backhand that was. Gee, did you see that ball? I didn't.
It came through very quickly. Very quick off the bounce.
The backhand from Mizutani was sensational. 3-all. Is there anything happening with the spin there? There must have been something unusual.
Then we've got the tomahawk serve.
Yeah. Oh, that was clever. He was lucky to get away with that. There was no big power on it. Took the power off it completely. Yeah, that will annoy Dimitrij, that 4-all. No, a little bit lazy there. Mizutani did well to keep it in control. Not too much force, but a lot of heavy topspin on that.
Yeah, I think Ovtcharov was trying to do a side spin block.
Oh, good. Just a little bit of different shape on the final, or the penultimate shot there from Ovtcharov did the damage. Just a bit of extra pressure, 5-all. 14 minutes left in the whole match. We've only had 1.5 games. Unbelievable. Okay. 5-6. He's an intense competitor, is Dimitrij Ovtcharov. Talking to him at breakfast this morning, he's admitted that he obviously enjoys table tennis enormously, enjoys his success, but he hates leaving the family. And it's 6-all. The family is so important to him at the moment, of course, the baby as well. And it's very, very difficult when you're a touring pro like this. Jill, you've had it for years.
Yes, it is difficult, but that's the nature of the job. When you're a table tennis player, you are away an awful lot. But it's always difficult for the one who gets left behind.
Correct.
6-all. It's interesting just looking at the stats that Ovtcharov has won the most points within the first 3 strokes, and Mizutani has won more points when it's gone beyond 3.
When the rally has developed, that is interesting. Mizutani 7-6 at the moment. He needs this one to level things up. Oh, what a shot! Unbelievable! Wow! Can you... Oh, man, I know that I make a lot of noise, but I tell you what, I could not believe that backhand from Mizutani.
And that was a great backhand punch, but what a great angle he got.
Oh. He's done it with the forehand. Okay, it only needed to be half table because of the angle he had. But just look at this, 6-9. Great fighting spirit by Jun Mizutani.
But you could see him move round, anticipating where it was going.
And now to 10. 10-6 Mizutani. 4 chances to take this second game and level things up.
10-6.
No, that's it. Good service again. Very tight at the net for the second serve. But I tell you what, that has set things up absolutely perfectly for us to be entertained royally in the second half of this match.
This 7, this blocks there. But also good when you
game's
change,
going 1-all. Let's see what Jorgen's got to say to.
All the time he's not. You get easy left, then he don't know. Yeah. So this is very important. And your service, like change also. And this forehand spin, straight one, wait little for it, and then make it low. Yeah. Okay. Good.
So change the service. You know, sometimes make one slow when you attack. I think it's the same tactics for both men. They've both players. They've got to change the service, do something different.
First point off the service, Dimitrij. It is 1-all. This is the third game. But once again, it's that clock that is so important. Well, he just overstretched there. 1-all. 1-all. Less than 12 minutes left. Who's going to have a place in the final against Timo Boll?
1-2.
Oh, that's beauty.
Yeah, good angle there.
Fabulous. Really good work, Dimitrij.
But just touched the edge. He was just apologising.
Off the take this time in a way, 3-2. Jorgen Persson has shown himself to be a very lucky coach, isn't he, in terms of his charges getting through to these stages, so you wouldn't put it past you, Mizutani, to do something special. Watch out here. Watch out here, 3-all. And just listen to the crowd, they love this really quick action play.
3-all.
Both players making sure that they use the towel down just to compose themselves. Think about what they're going to do. Start of the game again.
Oh dear. Ovtcharov. Outrageous forehand. It came back with interest. It was faster coming back than when he received it. Unbelievable.
Even Mizutani was smiling.
4-all. You just have to appreciate how skillful these guys are. I tell you, it's amazing. It looks so simple, but everything they're doing requires unbelievable talent and years of skill training. Oh, that's gone into the crowd for sure. 5-4, Ovtcharov.
Yeah, these table tennis players spend hours in the training hall, perfecting their strokes, service, and a lot of physical work is done as well.
Well done, Ovtcharov fought back there nicely, and it's 4-6. He's really determined. He doesn't want to come all this way to go home with third place. That's for sure. Oh, another beautiful counter-attack. You can take nothing for granted. You've just got to keep following up. Look at that. Unbelievable. It's milliseconds, isn't it? It's not even thinkable. You've just got to have that reaction.
Yeah, and Ovtcharov seems to be playing an awful lot. down the line.
Yep.
8-4.
To be fair, he did actually tell me today. I said, you know, what do you actually think? What's your real gut feeling about this? He said, well, it's intense and it's difficult and we've got lots of traveling. But he said, my performance this year has been stunning. And I might even attribute that improvement in my performance to this T2 competition. So that's a really, really good thing to say about something that has been a big venture. Oh, again, beauty.
Well, I've heard that from Paul Drinkhall as well and Bernadette Szocs. They've both said that how T2 has improved their table tennis. So that's good to see. It's good to see and it's good to hear.
Indeed. 6-9. Mizutani's not out of this at the moment. There's a 1 minute timeout called. And Rosskopf is called it. Just wants Ovtcharov over the line here, that's for sure.
Steht da ziemlich stabil dann auch mit Rückhand.
Well, is it speaking German and I can't understand German?
Wenn du parallel spielst, bleibst du beim Parallel. Und wenn du
He is moving, yeah, then you can hold it in. Now you go in a little too quick, and then he see where you are making it. Okay.
How's your Swinglish? Swedish English. Well, again, we have been royally entertained. It's a magnificent setting here inside the cavern at the Pinewood Studios. I think all the organisers,
6-9.
Jeff and Frank, can be really, really pleased, delighted with what they've achieved. Way off the edge there for 7. Hey. God dear. It ain't done until it's done, and you have to say that timeout was probably not a successful one. He's done it again, look at that. A little bit off the tape, that put him off. But look at this, 9-8. Mizutani creeping forward again. Down, up, bend of the knees, and then up. Rising up out of the table. Okay, well done. Well, that was great. Well worked, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good service there and following. Executed that well, Ovtcharov.
Mizutani would be disappointed with that for sure. It's game points now. Just under 7 minutes left in the match. Just look at those eyes. That's focus. Aren't we treated to something special? 11 points to 8. Ovtcharov has taken the third game. He leads by 2-1. But I tell you, it's not all over yet. We've still got some drama in prospect yet. But well done, Ovtcharov, 11-10, 6-11, 11-8.
Acht auf diese zwei Platzierungen. Ja, auf geht's.
Okay. Mizutani to serve. Love all.
Hey, Bernie, the 2 finalists here. Only 2 of the 3 finalists we've got at the moment. We've got Bernie against Feng Tianwei and Timo having a good chat. Really great to see. Right, we're back into the action. It's now the 4th game. Chien-An swaps the ball for good luck here. And this is off the tape and away. Now, Dimitrij will be absolutely determined to hold on to this lead. Good change of shape there from Jun.
Yes, he's 2-0 down and he knows he's got to stay with him. Can't let Ovtcharov pull away. Only 5 minutes left in this match.
2-all. Yep, even if they carry on playing for these nearly 5 minutes and they haven't finished the game, that will make it 2-all, even if we don't get to 11. It's on a time basis. Again, he went from the backhand to the forehand and didn't move his feet. I know you say he likes that lean away, which is fine. I know that. See him play it many times before. But he missed, ultimately, he missed the table. That's better for 3-all.
He stepped in quickly there, Mizutani. And got that winner.
3-all.
Yeah, they both can absolutely fire these balls in from anywhere. Wonder what Jorgen is thinking there. In his day, was I as good as these guys? He played until, wow, well into his 40s, Jorgen as well, didn't he?
He did, and he was a fantastic player.
Oh, play it again, Sam. That is unbelievable. Wow. That was real exhibition stuff. How on earth did he get that back? Still in with a chance. And then ultimately, he tried to counter punch there from way, way back. Had he made it, it would have been sensational. As it is, it was Ovtcharov's rally, and he raises his hand in triumph, quite rightly. Oh, he missed that one 4-all.
It's funny, isn't it? You know, you have fantastic rallies like that, and then the next point, it can just be over.
That's what is so fascinating about this sport. That's what keeps these boys motivated to train hour after hour after hour to entertain us. It's amazing. Okay, there's personal pride, but there's also the sensational ability to put on a great show. Mizutani 5-4 with just over 2.5 minutes left. I bet when I said you may be surprised if we don't get to 11 at that stage with 5 minutes left, but I tell you, they are very competitive. And at 5-all, we'll do well to get to 11. Oh, gee whiz, no one knew where that ball was going to go, least of all Mizutani.
Yeah, I think he changed his wrist at the last minute.
He was going on a forehand side, that's funny. Oh, he missed that one. Okay, here's a big chance now for Ovtcharov. Mizutani, he's got to hang tight here. He's got to hang really tough. 5-7, it's 1:51 left.
5-7.
It's a must-win point here for Mizutani on his own serve. He has won it. Wow, what a good serve.
Yeah, good serve. Missed that completely, Ovtcharov.
Yeah, an air shot. You don't see that often. 6-7. Same again for Chun. And he has made it. It's 7-all. That is really, really important. 1:31 left. Again, if Mizutani comes out on top here, we'll go for the tiebreaker. We're already in kill zone country. Unbelievable blocking. Oh, yes! 8-7. What a fantastic rally. Brilliant finish, Mizutani. Goodness me, what a shot. Wow.
He liked that one, didn't he?
Arigato gozaimasu. Brilliant. 7-8. 50 seconds left. And that is now a big statement. We could well be going for a tiebreaker at 38 seconds and counting down. 9-7. If he gets to 11 before the clock, it'll go to kill zone.
9-7.
Which is a first to 5. I prefer the tiebreaker, wouldn't you? Oh, he's missed it. 20 seconds though. 19 and counting. 9-8. Wow, we could still run out of time here.
Please play.
10. It's 9-8. Tie break perhaps. It's our 9-all. And we will get the final point right here for this moment. And we're going to get the sudden death here If Mizutani wins it, we go to a playoff, a tie-break to first to 11. If Ovtcharov wins this point, he is in the final against Timo Boll. Just look at the smile on Mizutani, an ironic smile, a disappointing smile. Here we go, final point. This is a killer for one way or the other. Will it be Ovtcharov? He's got the serve. Here you go. Killer point. He's got it! Ovtcharov is in the final against his German comrade, and I have to say, it's going to be a special final. Timo Boll versus Dimitrij Ovtcharov. He just had a little bit more than Jun Mizutani. Turned the tables on previous matches in the T2 competition with each other. It was 2-love to Mizutani. On this occasion, Ovtcharov's determination came out on top. But wow, what a squeak to do it.
That was fantastic game by these two, and now we've got the two Germans in the final, Ovtcharov and Timo Boll. And I wonder if Ovtcharov will continue with his wins over Timo Boll, or whether Timo will get his revenge.
There's a lot of money at stake, Jill, and that could, I know it's not a very, very pleasant thing to say, but I tell you what, it's a big motivating factor just before the Weihnachten season, the Christmas season. I tell you what, you'll be able to buy some lovely baubles for your Tannenbaum, wouldn't you? Hey?
You certainly would.
Germany versus Germany in the final, then it will be Ovtcharov and Timo Boll. Jun Mizutani will play against Chuang for the bronze medal. There's still a lot of money at stake, but just look at that. He has been all around the world. He's played brilliantly in many places outside of this Pinewood Studios, but I tell you what, he does credit the competition here with giving him that extra bit of zip and confidence, and ultimately teammates they might be, but I tell you what, look at that, points total 38 each. It couldn't have been closer. Service aces altogether, 47. Can you believe that? Right down until the edge balls, and then it's in favour of Ovtcharov. But
so that was
shot.
the
Wow,
conclusion
fantastic.
of the men's
We've loved that.
championships playoff. Dimitrij Ovtcharov, the person to secure his spot in the final, meeting his German teammate Timo Boll. It is a repeat of the World Cup final. But first, let's look at Jun Mizutani's input on his missed chance here to moving into the final. You know, it's been a long season here in T2 APAC. Can you give us a rough summary about your experience here in the league as a whole?
Yes, I enjoyed matches, and I'm sad I lose today.
What's the reason for your loss today?
I had some chance, but actually he was really aggressive. I was negative.
But let's stick to the positive. Let's not be negative. It's not over for you. The fight here in the team championships, you know, your team still needs you. So what else can you bring to the table and your hopes for your team?
Yes. I try to change my hurt. I focus tomorrow.
Okay, all the best, Jun Mizutani, for the team championships tomorrow. But let's talk to the men's championship finalist, Dimitrij Ovtcharov. That was a scare, actually. Jun Mizutani gave you quite a big fight. What are your thoughts on this particular playoff?
Well, I think this is the first victory for me over Jun for a very long time. He has beaten me twice at T2, and I think 3 times before an international stage, so it gives me a lot of confidence that I'm on the right way. And as he said, it was a very tough match. Many sets with 1 or 2 points margin at the end. As he said, I risked a bit more. I went for the points, and I think this paid off at the end. And I'm very glad to be in another big final.
Absolutely. So a player as your caliber, you know, you can definitely handle the pressure very, very well. What is your secret to handling that when push comes to shove and you really need to perform?
Well, I'm running through pressure over a decade, and of course it's experience, and I learned from hard defeats where I couldn't handle the pressure, and it's a constant developing, and I'm trying to analyze my matches, see what I can do better, and right now if you have a lot of confidence, you can handle the pressure better.
On the last note, you know, meeting Timo Boll, well, we've seen some amazing table tennis action from both of you. What is installed for us in this final?
Well, I mean, we're waiting in every tournament, lately in the finals, and it's always extremely tough, but I think he really want to win now, and but I don't want to give up, and I'm confident to take another trophy with home. I mean, look at the cup, it's beautiful.